Welcome back to Coffee and Conversation. So, for all you Audie fans, yes, he is going to be with us on this video because I decided to film in the bedroom. Oh, yes, well, obviously he's going to be with us. Do you want to come over? I brought the video to him. And then later, when I decided to take advantage of his absence and film a little more, he photobombed. So, as he's photobombing now, yes, we have some Audie. Can I just pick you up so they can see your little Audie face? There we go. All right. Yes. And we have Audie. His tail is up my nose as usual. He has been doing pretty well lately. It's still cold. We have had a cold snap that has lasted like 2.5 weeks at this point. And that's unusual for Pennsylvania. I'm not really disturbed by it. I grew up much farther north than Pennsylvania. So this is just, I look out the window, the yard is full of snow. When I was in New England, that was just Tuesday. You know, no big deal. But Audie is unhappy about it. He would like to be out playing. He doesn't want to be playing on this snow because it's not that light, powdery snow that he likes to play in. It got crusted over in that freeze-thaw cycle because, well, as I said, it's been out there for 2 weeks now. And he's not happy with it. I'm afraid that he goes out and starts to skitter a little on this icy snow. I don't like that because the one thing that keeps, well, there are two things. One of the two things that keeps Audie very safe outside is his speed. He is a fast cat, and I don't want him skittering around on ice and not able to maneuver himself out of a dangerous situation like, you know, a car's coming or something. The other thing he has, by the way, is a righteous fear of traffic. So if he hears a car coming, he will back away. He will get like 10 feet away from the street, sit and wait for the car to pass. Actually, here's the thing. What he does is he gets out there and he waits until he figures out if the car belongs to one of his neighbors. If the car belongs to a neighbor, he'll walk right out in the street, park his butt in the middle of the road, make the neighbors stop, get out of their car, pick up the cat, make a fuss over him, and then maybe he'll let them continue on their way. He has done this like 4 or 5 times, terrifies me, terrifies the neighbors. Oh, by the way, they will get out of their cars and make a fuss over him. And it's like, well, if you find it so scary, don't humor him. You know, I'm not suggesting they run the cat over, but getting out of the car and petting him is just rewarding the bad behavior. And these are sensible people who should know better, frankly. So yeah, he is usually very leery about getting too close to the street, but I don't like him out in conditions that might compromise his ability to make a run for it if he has to. Okay, that's the end of my Audie tale. We are going to have some more Audie time later. So, we're going to look at the intro. We're going to be right back. So, this is going to be one of those show and tell videos. I took the camera into the bedroom, brought you all with me as I went through the toiletries from my gym bag. And the reason that I'm doing this is because I have a new gym bag. And what I do with a new gym bag is I will experiment and see if that bag will work as a carry-on bag. Frankly, the new airline requirements are so stingy when it comes to carry-on bags that, yeah, I could probably just barely get a handbag onto a plane these days. So even though a gym bag I would have considered far too small to be used as an airline carry-on bag as recently as maybe 10 years ago. No, now I'm looking at my gym bag thinking, gee, I'm glad I didn't go up a couple more inches, because if I did, I probably couldn't get that on an airline. So that's what I do with the gym bag. It's sort of my trial run. Yes, I know he's back there because he's whacking me with his tail. Trial run. I'm looking at the gym bag in terms of getting used to it, getting used to how I can pack it, how it will function, and is this going to be a comfortable choice for an airline carry-on bag? That is a totally different video, but today we're just going to look at the viability of this bag as a gym bag. So the first thing I needed to do was deal with the toiletries I take with me, because when I go to the gym, I will ordinarily shower when I am done with whatever I'm doing at the gym. Not everybody does that. Some people go to the gym, they go straight home, they can shower in the privacy of their own home. But usually, because my gym is maybe 2 blocks away from one of the grocery stores I frequent, I will go from the gym to the grocery store, which means there really needs to be a shower in between. Yeah, really. So I have to bring toiletries because of that. And I have been very spoiled, as we all have, by being able to shower in the privacy of my own bathroom, where I have all of my stuff. And I know you've heard me complain about the mess on my bathroom counter. Oh yeah, it's messy because I just spread out. It's like, oh, where is my powder? Where is my lotion? Oh, they're all here. Look at all these goodies I have. Well, all those goodies are not going to the gym with me. And thinking further ahead, they're not going to go traveling with me either. So I need to be able to condense the stuff I am taking with me into a reasonable volume. I'm not going to bring the gym bag into my bathroom and just wipe the contents of the counter off into the gym bag and then not even have room for a change of clothes. Yeah, that's totally not a plan. I can be very minimalist about packing clothing. Because it's, I guess the thing is, clothing isn't quite as personal for me as things like, what am I washing my face with? What am I washing my hair with? Do I have enough conditioner? La, la, la. That gets really, hard for me to scale back on those items. But I have done it. So I thought, for starters, we'd just go take a look at that process. Because, yeah, I'm not happy unless I'm exposing myself to the world so you can all make fun of me. Actually, the reality is, I want you to see what I was able to do. And maybe this will be somewhat valuable to you, not just in terms of packing for a gym, but packing for a weekend trip. So, let's take a look at that. Before we get started, I just want to show you my bad boy is right over here. He is with us. This, by the way, right here, this is his little cat nest. And this is where he goes to sleep all day. So, what are we doing here? I recently picked this up, not with any specific purpose in mind. I just got it because I thought it was pretty. I think I paid about $8 for it at TJ Maxx. It is some sort of canvas with a very pretty little pattern on it, but it's waterproof. It's got some kind of, I don't know, either wax or plasticine coating on it. And this is going to be my new toiletries bag. That's what I'm going to be filling. This, here, let me get that around. This was a gift from Colleen, my fellow Potterhead. And this is my travel toiletry bag. At the moment, it's simply got all kinds of stuff that I took out of my previous little gym toiletry bag. That's the one I'm redoing today. This is 2 little caddies with all of my little portable trial size, I guess you would call it, stuff that I have to choose from. So what I am doing is reloading this bag. And because it's fairly small here, this is my hand, so we're looking at about 8 inches across and maybe, I don't know, 3 or 4 inches wide. So it's small. I need to get enough stuff into that bag so that I can go to the gym, shower in a place that isn't my own personal bathroom, eek, and feel comfortable doing it. So, the first thing that's going to happen is this is coming with me. It won't fit in that bag, but it's a little container of dusting powder with a little puff. That must go. This is an absolute non-negotiable. Now, I just need to figure out what else I truly need. So, because that powder tin is going, this little trial-sized container of powder is not. We're going to stick that in here. I'm sure there's already another one in there. This is a legacy of 2020. I have many of these, as I'm sure we all do. Everywhere you look, there is a little hand sanitizer. But one of the things I think we all learned from 2020 is you can never have too much hand sanitizer. So that's going into the bag. This is Johnson's baby shampoo. I can wash my hair with it. It is not my shampoo of choice, but I can wash my hair with it. I can also use it as a body scrub. That's the great thing about this stuff. Now, it's in a little snack bag. By the way, I have a whole bunch of the snack bags here handy in case I need to throw something else in there. And obviously the reason for this is, even though this is probably reasonably waterproof, I just don't want to take the chance of not getting a cap secured tightly enough and having, shampoo or whatever piddling around all over the place. So that's going in. This. Now this is interesting. I picked here, let me show you. I picked a whole bunch of these up. These are Juicy Couture lotion packets. And I find it very difficult to get lotion, any kind of lotion. This is a nice hand lotion, has a decent smell. And believe it or not, there's actually quite a lot of it in here. If I were to use nothing but this pouch of hand lotion, it would probably last me at least 3 or 4 days before I'd use up all the lotion in here. That is very good for travel. So that will go in, and when I use one packet, I'll simply throw another one in there. This is a face scrub. It's a trial size, and again, not my brand of preference, but still small, and it will get the job done. So that is going in here. What else do we have? Okay. Toothpaste, a toothbrush, mouthwash, dental floss. No, that's not going in. I have these little buggers. I've had these for a while, and I tend not to use them. I should. They are little disposable toothbrushes. That little blue dot in the middle is some sort of toothpaste, mouthwash, some sort of oral hygiene product. Let me put it that way. This little pointed end will work very nicely as a toothpick. And I've got them, but I have not been using them. They've been sitting in a baggie. So they are going to come out, and I am going to stick a few of them into yet another baggie. Okay, I got 4 of them in there. That's probably enough for starters. And they take up a lot less space and will do the same job. So we'll just stick that in. In fact, no, I won't. I was going to say I may take the dental floss out of there. The reason I won't is because, yeah, I've got little dental flossers here too. Now, it should be obvious at this point that I am remarkably fond of these little travel things. Toothbrushes, dental floss, hand sanitizer. If it's small and cute and portable, I'm a fan. So that, I think, is basically the core of what I need. Something to wash my body with, something to wash my hair with, something to clean my teeth with. I'm not even sure why I need to clean my teeth, except I always brush my teeth when I get out of the shower. It doesn't matter what else is going on. Shower equals toothbrushing, so yeah, I would probably be very emotionally uncomfortable if I had to take a shower and wasn't able to brush my teeth. This is just one of those net loofahs, scrubby things. The great thing about this is it really will compress, but it will not compress enough to get it in there, I don't think. Maybe it will. I'll give it a try. So we are just going to stick it here and we'll see how I make out. And this is chapstick. By the way, that's another thing I have in abundance in these little caddies. Many more chapsticks where that one came from. So I'm thinking I probably have everything I need here. Of course, with the powder must come. And now I'm going to go through this because this, oh yeah. As you can see, there is no lack of weird little dental hygiene travel kits. Baby, oh yes, okay. That's in there because it's a great makeup remover. These are travel soaps. I don't need that because I have the baby shampoo, but that's in there. Again, more lotion. Toothbrush. Another powder. I got 2 of them in there. Another little travel size face scrubber. Yeah, I'm starting to think I might have a little bit of an issue about this. Anyway, I think I will be able to fit all of this stuff in here if I sit down and try to pack it in properly. Again, the powder will not fit. The powder must come with me. I suppose I could use one of these, but I like this one so much better. So, that's staying. Oh, here. I almost forgot this. This is a comb. And I will have to take a comb with me regardless of where I go. I kind of insist on it. But the reason I have, and I have a couple of these, actually I have 3 of these in cute little, like in this case, it's a little leather carry pouch. That used to be a thing years ago, and I will hang on to this sort of thing for dear life whenever I can come across them, because, yeah, you need a comb. You might as well do it with a little bit of style. So you stay here. This, by the way, is the stuff I keep in my handbag. Here's another comb. Again, we just don't see decorative combs like this anymore, so when I do find them, I will scoop them up and take them home with me. But yeah, even in my handbag, I gotta have my goodies. Kleenex. Actually, this isn't Kleenex. This is Puffs Plus Lotion. And here's another one. I don't travel anywhere without a few of these because, according to my allergist, I am allergic to Pennsylvania. So yeah, having something to blow my nose on is really kind of a big deal. Trying to think if there's anything else I need to see. I brought a whole bunch of these out because I thought I would have to pack different stuff, but it turns out I don't. Ooh. Come here, little pouch. This is something that comes with me whenever I go anywhere for any length of time. Some little teeny tiny super glue containers. Personally, I do not buy super glue in anything larger than these little minis anymore because I will use it, and by the time I go back to reuse that tube of super glue a month later, it's dried up and worthless. So I figure I'll just get the little minis and then I won't be frustrated. That comes with me because you never know when you're going to need a little super glue. All right. I'm feeling pretty good about this, but I'm not really sure. I have to think about it a little more. So we're going to start repacking everything in here. None of that's for you, Audie. So let's see how we can make out with this. This is large, so I'm going to stick that in the bottom. There, the comb is long. Let's stick that in the bottom too, mostly because it doesn't take up a whole lot of space. Let's get the super glue in there. Here. We need this. And you know what? I have a feeling this might actually fit. If I can get enough air out of this little baggie. Oh, I think we've done it. Okay. I'll hope for the best. Okay, that was good. And then we have our powder. Our powder will go separately into the gym bag. The little Kleenex pouch, again, separately into the gym bag. And I'm feeling pretty good about this. This is probably enough stuff to make me feel comfortable actually doing something like taking a shower outside of my own bathroom. Okay, I'm feeling happy about this. I will have to go through this because this is my new travel cosmetics bag. This is going to get packed up with everything I think I might need for about a week. And then if I end up unexpectedly traveling somewhere, all I have to do is simply grab the bag, not even think about it, pack it, and I'll be happy. Because worrying about what you're going to pack when you don't have enough time to really assess your needs is kind of a problem. But as you can see, I am very well prepared with my little, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, that's toothpaste. Is this toothpaste? No, that's mouthwash, but this is toothpaste. 8. I have like 8 little toothpaste tubes. And it looks like 2, 4, 6 little bottles of mouthwash. Probably at least 4 or 5 hand sanitizers. This is craziness. I have to take a look at this and start scaling some of this down, even if it means I'm going to throw something away. Oh, I'm sorry. This goes with me too. And no, it's not full of mints. This is a shoehorn. This is a vintage piece. This part's the shoehorn. This part is the button hook. And people think you don't need a button hook anymore. But absolutely, when I am putting on sneakers or running shoes, I need this little button hook to tighten the laces. So this lives in here. And it takes up a little more space than it needs to. Who knows, one day I might find a more appropriately sized tin. But for the moment, this lives here. So all of this stuff is going into my gym bag, taking up way too much space. But I'm not willing to live without any of it. So it must all come with me. Well, I was quite proud of myself having gotten all of my little goodies into that tiny little cosmetics bag. And it really is very small. It's like I said, about 8 inches by maybe 4 by 4. That's not a lot of space. However, as I'm sure you could tell from the video, I am definitely a maximalist when it comes to the stuff I want to take. And some things, like a canister of dusting powder, who needs that? Well, obviously I do, or at least I feel I do. I'm not going to be satisfied with a little bottle of powder. No, I gotta have my puff. And we all have our own idiosyncrasies like this. I'm very minimalist about the clothing, very maximalist about the toiletries. But I need to work on that. And since I have such a very large collection of travel-sized stuff, because if I see something in a store and it is small and portable, oh, that just captures my imagination. It's got to come home with me. So it's not like I don't have these items already in my house. I'm not one of those people who goes into the bathroom and says, well, I got a half a gallon of shampoo. How am I going to transport a little bit to the gym? Oh, no. I have shampoo in little bottles. I have everything in little bottles. But the problem is I may have a little too much in little bottles. And that's where I have to be a little more cautious. So once I got my toiletries sorted, then the next question is, how am I going to sort out this gym bag? What am I going to do with this? Now, one of my biggest problems right now is we have snow on the ground, a lot of it, meaning that my sneakers have to go into my gym bag. Ordinarily, if we didn't have snow on the ground, I might not be forced into that situation. In other words, I could go into the gym in my sneakers. I would have sneakers on my feet. I could walk over to the store. I wouldn't need to put them in my gym bag. But when we have snow on the ground, yeah, I can wear my sneakers into the gym, get on the bus in my sneakers, get off the bus, walk into the gym door, no harm, no foul. And the gym people are not going to be screaming at me because I will be tracking stuff in. I just won't spend that much time on the streets. However, because of the snow, I am not going to be able to wear those sneakers for that 2-block walk over to the store if I decide to do that. on my way back from the gym, which about 95% of the time is what I choose to do. So the sneakers are going to have to spend some time in the gym bag. And that, for anyone, is going to be a problem. That is usually the largest item you pack with you. And I don't have small feet, so, double whammy there. So I decided I would just go through a trial run, at least get the toiletries, my sneakers, and the towel. So get all that stuff in the gym bag and see how that worked out. So let's go back and take a look at how I worked that out. This is my new gym bag. Let me get that out of the way. I got this on Amazon for under $50, and it is a leather bag. Now, it was folded up, scrunched up, basically, when it came to me, so I'm going to have to do a little work on this to get it to look the way it should, get the wrinkles out, etc. But part of that process is going to be stuffing this gym bag full of my gym stuff. So we are going to start with the sneakers. For my British friends, the trainers. So the sneakers need to be in the gym bag. Yeah, lousy, but that's just the way it is. The powder. The powder must go into the gym bag, as we all know. Yep, that powder is a must. So these are all of the things that I had packed earlier. I still have plenty of room. The good news is I can throw in a very large, heavy cardigan in addition to anything else I want to stick in there, because there's just a lot of space. Definitely very pleased by that. Towel. I know some gyms provide towels. I'm not even sure I would like that if my gym did it. I don't think I'd take advantage of it. So there, towel. That is a very good start. Oh, I don't know if you've ever seen little things like this. I've had these for many, many years. These are little handles you can use with plastic shopping bags. You simply slip the handles in here and carry it like this, making it easy to carry large, heavy shopping bags. So if I want to go shopping after the gym, these are going in just in case. I have a couple of nice side pockets here. My hope is, and of course I could be kidding myself, my hope is that once I really kind of get this bag broken in terms of, gym use, that it will make a good airline carry-on. And Audie is coming. Do you want to come? Go ahead. I know. We want to photobomb the video, don't we? Okay. I lost my train of thought. The photobomb kitty simply stole it from me. I like to pack as minimally as I can. I consider it conservative packing. If you're not absolutely certain you're going to use it, don't take it. And that's like, don't take it to Paris, don't take it to the gym. And packing a gym bag is good practice for just getting into that mindset of careful packing wherever you go. Now, the good thing about getting this packed up is that just by packing it, it's going to help me get rid of some of these wrinkles. And I am optimistic that this will end up working out well. Okay. Now, Audie, oh gosh. Okay, I'm sorry to say my bad boy was playing with the camera. So, all right. So, it looks like that second film clip, Audie was playing with the camera. When I film in Audie's space, which is, the bed, I find that he is very curious about what I'm doing. He finds the camera interesting. He likes the arm that holds the camera, and he likes to rub up against it. He's not so bad when I'm filming out here because he's used to it, but I don't film in the bedroom quite so often. Consequently, it's new, it's exciting. Also, it's his space. That's his little nest in there. So, yeah, he's got to check everything out. But, I do think that we had some issues with Audie shaking up that camera. My apologies. Audie, apologize. He's not going to. So, at this point, what I need to do is just allow time and usage to help me along in the evaluation process. This is going to work out fine as a gym bag. Is it going to work out well as a carry-on bag? Am I going to be able to take what is, in effect, maybe 90 minutes tops worth of clothing and toiletries? Because I'm not going to be spending 3 or 4 hours at the gym. I will undoubtedly be in and out in an hour and a half or less. And my goodness, what a production an hour and a half is. Am I going to be able to use the bag in a way that will allow me to go for, 4 or 5 days, maybe a week, who knows? As I said, I'm very minimalist about packing clothing, just very maximalist about toiletries. It's like, I just want if I have it, I want it. So we'll see. I think that's where my stumbling block is going to come, that it's just going to be, I would wish I could take more toiletries. But again, I got pockets on either side of that bag. Yeah, and you gotta know, I'm going to figure out a way to fill that with toiletries. So that's the next part of the process. Why is it I think this is valuable? Well, if you're traveling anywhere, you really need to be comfortable with the luggage you're taking with you, with the ability of your luggage to hold whatever you need, what you're going to need on the other end. These days, to be honest, I would not check a bag if you paid me to, because things are just going wrong left and right. And years ago, the airlines did not have permission to open your bag, go through your stuff, and by the way, do not kid yourself. Losses through theft from the people who are officially permitted to go through your bags are no joke. So, yeah, I'm not just going to hand them my bags. So I want to keep things with me. I want to take what I need in my own hands and put it on the plane with me and go. And I know I'm not alone in this, mostly because many of you are from my generation. Many of you remember what it was like to travel without these restrictions. So, yeah. And I'm not going to let this turn into an anti-TSA rant, because I could go on for hours about that. But the fact is, we have to be better prepared. We have to be very comfortable. Best way to achieve that level of comfort is to do a few dry runs with your luggage. And for me, the dry run is going to be to the gym. And a gym, by the way, is a very good place to do a dry run for travel, because you will want to take a change of clothing. You will want to take toiletries. There's a certain amount of stuff that you will want to take with you, the kinds of things you would take on a short trip somewhere. So that was what my goal was. I thought I would share it with you because, well, I don't know. I'm hoping you will find it informative, interesting, or at least, it's something different we can do. So that's what I have for you today. I may follow up on this at a later date. I've been thinking seriously about doing some videos specifically about traveling for seniors, especially traveling solo for seniors. When you are by yourself and you don't have other people with you, how to do it safely and easily. But that's a ways off. Right now, I'm just interested in assessing a suitcase. All right, so we have plenty of Audie time. We've still got plenty of Audie time. Say hello. Come on. Let them see. Here, I'm going to move your little face. There we go. We've had plenty of Audie time. We've still got some Audie time. So thank you all for being with us today. It was nice to get into the bedroom. It would be nice if we could go somewhere. Too much snow for that, but at least we got a little change in the background scenery today. All right. I hope to see you all next time. We're going to take a look at a slideshow on the way out. Thank you for being with us. And until next time, have a terrific day.